Unique New York. Unique New York. Zagara was denied a bank loan. Zagara was denied a bank loan. Let's get pumped. Let's get ready. Countdown's in the corner. Mom spaghetti. Keep on forgetting what we wrote down. Here we go. Let's get the energy drink going. Oh yeah. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Countdown in the corner. This is the pre-game vocal warm-up. Pre-game vocal warm-up. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather. This is the pre-game vocal warm-up. Pre-game vocal warm-up. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather. Oh, there's a good one. Right, hang on, what's that? Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. This is the pre-game vocal warm-up. Pre-game vocal warm-up. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather. Oh, there's a good one. Right, hang on, what's that? Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper. This is the pre-game vocal warm-up. Pre-game vocal warm-up. He three. No. Alright, no, I messed that one up. I messed that one up. He threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 free throws. Ah, you gotta get up earlier in the morning to trick me with that one. Peter Piper picked pickled pepper. This is the pre-game. He three. No. Alright, no, I messed that one up. I messed that one up. He threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 free throws. Ah, you gotta get up earlier in the morning to trick me with that one. He three. No. Alright, no, I messed that one up. I messed that one up. I just realised I had one of the audio samples open, one of the audio channels open whilst I was doing that, so it looped. It came back round 30 seconds later. That's quite funny. Oh my god, I really hope that stops. What a mistake I've made. I'm just listening to it back now. What a disaster. Anyway, thankfully this will all be resolved before the show starts in 5 minutes. Anyway, I'll put a quick break on, because my breaks never work, so let's put one of them on. Hi there, VND IMA, Russian caster for Heroes Lounge and the Aegon League. Welcome along. Oh crikey, I'm going to have to get this show on the road earlier than anticipated. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halloween. We are here live in Europe for Heroes Lounge. You know it, you love it. It is the longest running Heroes of the Storm, largest series of esports competitive play for Heroes of the Storm. It's been going a very long time. We're on 12 seasons. It's round 6 this week. Round 6. 6. It's easy for me to say. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you here. Let's get a quick look into... have to get this show earlier than anticipated. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halloween. Whoa. Sorry, channels were bloody playing back to you there. I apologise intensely that happened. Hopefully that's not too hideous to hear back. Anyway, so it is now corrected. So let's get a look. Where are we? Okay, so what you can see on screen is the outcome of last week's entertainment, but of course that's not where we're at now. Let's get this all set up for you. So, boom. What did we have? Well, for a starter, neither of those teams. So 9978. I had all this sorted, but I've obviously made a mistake somewhere, and I don't have time to correct it. So let me just do that very quickly here. Pew 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 pew. Watch as it all comes back and corrects itself. Live in front of your eyes, just like that. I honestly had all this sorted like 2 seconds ago. But there you go, it's all fixed. So, what's happened? Well, let me try and get this before the game starts, because we are rapidly running out of time. Come on. Okay, so coin flip happened, and then our man Timmers, representing MALD, banned Volskaya Foundry. We are not going to be seeing that map. Followed very promptly by Sky Temple, which is a map obviously nobody wants to play. It's pretty horrendous. Another one that a lot of teams are missing out in competitive, Alterac Pass. No surprises there. One that does surprise me, but I think it's potentially because MALD have been playing quite well on it, is Battlefield of Eternity. The map then picked by Timmers was Braxis. So that's where we're going to be going for our first map there. And it would, of course, then stipulate that, oh my gosh, I need this to stop. Why is there noises coming in? Don't you realise we're casting a game here? No, I don't care if there's a draft of an email open on screen. Go away. Do you realise who I am? Do you know what's going on? We are live on the internet right now. Go away. Also, I love, so Leotard in the chat there is saying, this caster, oh my god, he's amazing. He's casting with his past self. Yes, I realise. It's the tech issues. I actually need Tetcher here to help it not go horribly wrong. And yes, as Jabroni Bro is pointing out there, yes, Stream Element says that Tetcher's casting with me just now. And of course he's not. He's obviously not here. But welcome along, Jabroni. You could be doing this with me. You could be doing this with me. Why are you not doing this with me? Anyway, so any minute now, we are ready to roll with going into the draft. So if you're just joining us, be ready. It's a best of 3 series. This is round 6 this week, and here we go. Why is that came up wrong? Like, I literally got this fixed. There we go. There we go. I think it's because we adjusted stream elements. And that on screen says Tetcher's there. Everything. Literally everything has went wrong. Fantastic. Fantastic. I need to put that up to there, and then that should fix that. That didn't fix that. I'm just going to keep going until everything's fixed. There we go. Bing! Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. This is game number 1 of our best of 3 here in Europe. It is on the left, in blue, MALD Level Rising. They're on a bit of a winning streak. They're currently number 1 in Division 3. They have got the largest selection of map wins in the division currently. So, if you think they are going to win game number 1, you want to type into the Twitch chat, !bet space A, space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think their opponents, Flamingoes, are going to take game number 1 by surprise with a bit of a strategy, practiced hard, they've really been gunning for this game, they've been waiting for their opportunity to face off against the current leaders and show what they've got. If you think they've got it in them to win, then you want to type into the chat now, !bet space B, space the amount of points that you would like to bet. And remember, if you can get up to 10,000 points, you can immediately redeem them for a premium global Steam key for a random game. Jabroni in the chat, for example, can testify that he was given and granted a premium game by collecting his points as well. Why don't you tell them all about it, Jabroni? And just before I even look at the draft, I'm going to put 2,500 points on the Flamingos to give us a pot to play for. There you go. And without further ado, I can already announce that 6,500 points are in the pot currently. There's 8.5 minutes left to place your bets and acquire those ever so sought after trickster loyalty points here at Halloween Heroes. Let's get a look. Okay, so Rhaegar's been banned. We're not going to see the Bloodlust comp. Rexar has been banned, and I'll tell you this for nothing. Sonic gets extremely tilted if Rexar makes it through on this map. I've seen him literally flip the bin lid and just walk out. He is so easily tilted by that. So there you go, some inside intel for you there. We are seeing Sonic's amazing Stukov play being denied because Stukov has been banned in the draft there. Deathwing's been banned because, of course, he's got great clear if you lose the objective, and he can push hard against the opponents as well when you win. We're seeing This Is Jimmy getting picked up by Timmers there. Now, he really impressed both Tetcher and I earlier this week, playing Jimmy to great effect, just consistently and constantly whipping out that damage. And obviously Gabriel's made it through with his ETC, and his ETC is most surprising indeed. Tassadar has been picked up because his damage output is money right now. I think that's the only way to describe it. It is indeed money. I can attest to the Steam game redeem. I got Super Seducer, and I am now drowning in sweat. Jabroni, come on! Oh, check this boy. Well, he is. He's telling the truth. He got a game and he's happy with it. He's happy with it. Greffin, you have not just bet 10,000 points. You just bet 10,000 points. Greffin, you can claim the game. You can claim a game right now. You've just risked it all. Ladies and gentlemen, we better be seeing MALD level rising, or else there is some real money, cash money, bills, y'all, getting swung about. The economy has just been tipped on its head by Greffin in one Twitch transaction. Okay, sorry, get back into the draft. What's happening here, Halloween? Well, Johanna, the best undercut in the game, has came through. Tetcher, you know, always rating that tank right now. Always rating that tank. We've got Malfurion, being played by VNDIMA, by the way. I didn't realise, but that's the caster for the Aegon League, the Russian Aegon League. They were actually in the... They were actually in the Twitch chat saying hi earlier as well, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I didn't realise that was their team. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Viendima, I'm going to say that, Viendima. I think it's a she, is a prominent Russian caster, and yeah. So this is a good team. This is actually a good team. We've obviously got Einstein there, and we've got Insider, we've got Hermit. Insider, I wonder if that's part of the... Because there was a Finnish team called the Insiders that had in Pumax and Silver Fox. But I don't know. Anyway, so Imperius has been picked up. He's going to be the solo laner going in top lane against Urel, which is being played by Mustard there. And we've got Junkrat getting picked up by Insider. Insider getting Junkrat's good because Junkrat puts out a lot of good poke damage. So I mean, you've got a lot of range there with Tassadar and Junkrat. You've got good front line with Imperius and Johanna, and you've got a solid, consistent healer who can also silence Kel'Thuzad and root Kel'Thuzad. This is a good draft on the right hand side that can be executed quite well. However, we do know the absolute money power of that draft on the left, because they did just absolutely troll and take some names in last week, their round 5 match earlier this week. So we do know that MALD's draft is a competent and consistent composition that will work quite well, because we saw Gabriel take a 1v5 boss steal, so that's good. Your saving grace is if you can silence Netterbeck, or he doesn't hit his chains and he misses a lot of stuff, then the easy to execute draft on the right hand side played by the Russian team could get some results. So there is 4 minutes left if you'd like to place your bets. We're currently looking at 71% of the votes, with a pot of nearly 19,000 points going in favour of MALD at the moment. But we don't have time to talk about that, because we're going in. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween. Unfortunately, Tetcher isn't here. He's unavailable at the moment. But we're here bringing you game number 1 of our best of 3, featuring our boys in blue on the left. It's MALD level rising. We've got Mustard as their solo laner playing Urel. We've got Double O, I Like to Party, Sonic playing Varian's Loon, Anduin. We've got Netterbeck playing Kel'Thuzad, Gabriel leading the charge as Party etc ete, and we've got This Is Jimmy getting played by Timmers. They're challengers. It's the boys in red coming in from Russia. It's the pink Flamingos. We got Viendima playing Malfurion. We've got Einstein as Johanna. We've got Insider playing Junkrat. Legion Green playing Mecha Tassadar, and he is online. In top lane, who could forget Hermit? He's playing Imperius. And Greffin saying, who are the favourites, by the way? I only remember seeing MALD in the previous stream. Well, yeah, I would say MALD probably are the favourites at the moment. They're doing very, very well. Let us know if the audio and visual is okay, by the way, viewers at home that are currently tuned in. Let me know if you need any audio adjustments, or if there's any frame drops or anything like that. Keep me up to date. Keep me up to date. I like to see that sort of information come in, because there has been some tech issues in the past. Anyway, let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Let's get a look. Netterbeck getting rooted. Now, this is what I said. If they can get all in on him, and they've got Junkrat to jump him back, they're focusing him pretty hard, and it's looking juicy. I mean, yeah, so the audience were asking, are MALDs the favourite? They absolutely are. So this is This is really exciting to see early game aggression come. What? What just happened there? Timmers and Mustard. That's illegal. That's actually illegal. I can't believe they did it. Well done. Stealing a camp in under 2 minutes. It's a 4v3 in bottom lane and Netterbeck's hitting his chains, but to do so he is overextended. But Gabriel coming in with the power slides to peel. They put in the force wall, but it's not enough. But have they got Gabriel? Have they got him? He's fallen low. Nice save from Sonic. It was money. He was on the ball, but it wasn't enough. Okay, so they got a trade for stealing their camp. They took Gabriel's life, and they've kept Netterbeck at half health this whole time. So, yeah, okay, I can see it. I can see it happen. All good on the audio, says Jabrones. Thanks very much, keeping me updated, because we do have these sort of panics from time to time. We need to see if frames are dropping, if things are going on. Okay, so we've got an early game pickup on the beacons. They're going to get about 20% of this before Gabriel's able to push them off and resist that. So, looking so far so good. That's level 4s coming in as well. Electric Fence, yeah, again. Seems to be quite a popular level 4 for Oba Insider. He goes down, but of course his trait coming in giving him some extra bombs, dealing more damage. It hasn't seemed to bother the team though. They're still keeping this. That's 80% of the objective already taken now. This is money, I suppose. They're just going to let their team die on the point to ensure that they get it, but they've lost top, so it's no longer worthwhile. You gotta make sure Timmers don't kill you there. He's taking a bit of damage to the electric fence. Iron skin being dropped. This is an iron skin with Laws of Hope, by the way, not that 60% additional shield. The hold your ground that has been very popular recently isn't there. Good scatter shots by Insider to be used as a reveal. We've got the Broccoli coming in on Malfurion as well. Glad to see that, because I'm a big fan of the Broccoli myself, but I've seen a huge resurgence in deep roots. Everybody taking deep roots. Interesting. Armor of the Archlich getting picked up. He's taking the physical armor because he's getting focused heavy here. Makes sense, makes sense. In comes a power slide from Gabriel, trying to get a target, but they've only got Einstein available. But Timmer says, I don't care, just put somebody in front of me, I'll deal the damage. Two regen globes getting picked up by the team there. That's money, and it's 100% of the objective. Objective number 1 coming in bottom lane with the 4-man. It's the Russians. They're coming up against your Iron Curtain in bottom lane here. Let's see what they can get done. Well done. Gabriel looking for somebody that's overextended. Iron skin. Oh, and he gets out. Gets out. He's got Malfurion on his side, but Malfurion's very low on mana. She's gonna need to hearth or get something done there. Yrel getting bodied top is what Leotan's saying there. Yeah, top lane is just kind of a battle for the experience there. But Yrel just so ever beating them, just so ever. It's not a big difference at this point. But the longer time goes on, the more we'll see how that goes. Can I get a refund on my bet? Man, hey, this is excited. This is really excited. If MALD do actually lose this, Griffin is going to freak out. Because that's a free premium Steam game right there. And that's 10,000 he put in. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's level 7s, both teams neck and neck for experience here, and it's 1 takedown apiece, and yet all to play for here on Braxis Holdout. We're 5 minutes in, let's see how this goes. Both teams simultaneously picking up their bruiser camps. This is probably the closest game I think I've seen MALD play yet, which is to say very exciting. And look at that, they take the camp stolen right from under you. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's a big swing from Netterbeck. He's getting the damage. Gabriel's staying in there. Timmer's all the while getting good damage, but he's now been blinded by Johanna, and that's it. So they're going to try and push this in. They've got double camps. They've got good pressure here. Lots of damage coming out from Tastar there, but he has been hitted. He's been rooted. Gabriel following up with that, and a face melt. Absolutely deletes Tastar. Good save. Timmer's getting out by the skin of his teeth, thanks to a leap of faith from Sonic. Good play, good play. They're still pushing this in. They haven't backed off. They don't care that it's Tassadar's dead. Laws of Hope and Iron Skin being dropped there. Griffin, I'm here for the pro commentary, not the freebie games. Hey Griffin, we just like to reward your loyalty here. That's what we're all about. Keeping the community primed, set, and match. It's 9-8 here. Remember, heroic ability. Oh, what a chain! Coming in from outer space there. That was the longest chain in history. Through the gate. That was good. That was good. And as I was just about to say there, level 10's just round the corner here. So now, this team's been playing quite well. So my comment is, do you want to risk Mosh Pit with a Condemn and a Blessed Shield and a Shish Kebab from Imperius and the Junkrat? There's so many stuns, so many things that will remove you from getting value on that Mosh Pit. Einstein taking a beating here. He can't really just afford to ignore all that because he thinks he's a tank. So he's backed off. But Junkrat went top lane to try and confirm it from Mustard. Because, you know, Tetcher and I were basically speaking about this, you know, the Space Goat and how strong it actually is. Like the Iron Skin, it appears to be literally unstoppable these days. And whatever team picks up Urel seems to be getting a big advantage. Okay, so level 10's dropping in now. We've got the Shadow Fissure, we've got the Light Bomb, and just as I suspected, he's taken Stage Dive. He's not going to risk the Mosh Pit now, because it is there's far too many counters for it. But they've got Argent Defender as well. Okay, so in comes the Hyperion. They're going to try and equalise the structures here a wee bit. Doesn't get the wall, but Netterbeck finishes off that tower. 80% of the objective already almost channeled by the boys in MALD here. But that's it now, swapping over back to the red team. MALD is like Rambo. They take a beating, but then they punch out the knockout blow. Roach for hires. Yeah, MALD, they are an interesting team. In comes the Stage Dive, immediately routed by Vidima. I'm saying that incorrectly, I wish I knew how to pronounce it, but the Russian caster from Aegon League gets a successful route. Joanna, you're falling low. Einstein, you can't keep taking that damage, and you are the first to go. Massive chains, in comes the Shadow Fissure, and they take Tassadar. Netterbeck, now that he's completed Master of the Cold Dark, is starting to get some serious results. So, on the opposing side, of course, we are seeing the heroic abilities coming in, and we've got the Angelic Ornaments for an extra shield. We've got the Blessed Shield as expected. We've got Archon. We've got Twilight Dream, which is very powerful against Netterbeck if you can get within shouting distance of him. And then we've got the Rippin' in the Terran, the Wild Wild Women Tire. So, how are they going to execute this Light Bomb? That's going to be the big $1,000,000 question. But I dare say, MALD are going to get greater value than their opposition did with this objective, because the walls are already down, and in it comes. In comes the chains. Very powerful combo there against Einstein. Is he going to make it out? It actually... What? Oh my ham. It went down to 10 hit points and I thought he'd made it, but then Timmers was saying, not today, not today. And he gone. So they're pushing on. They've still got a very beefy wave. This wall's going to go. Can they even get keep here at 9 minutes? Surely not. Shish Kebab comes in. The Rippin' in the Terran Tire also getting value. Those two Ultralisks are looking sore, and they are DED dead. That's level 13's arriving now. They've got a talent advantage. They've still got a camp. Do they want to keep going? Shish Kebab on Sonic. Half healthed him. That's a good combo. I don't think they're going to get anything else. They're going to stop the chase. They've just got to save their keep. Save their keep. Wow. What a fight. That was fantastic. Huge push there from the boys in MALD. Top wall has gone down, but I would say this battle of the solo laners is drastically falling in Mustard's favour here, because look at that difference. Netterbeck! Oh, I feel for the Russians there. They almost got him. They almost got him. Well, it's level 13 to 11 here, so... Remember, there's 8% health and mana difference as well as that talent advantage, so they've got to be very careful. They're picking up everything that they can at this point in time, this breathing room that they've been afforded before it gets any worse. Mustard all the while just increasing that experience difference. Look at that, he's going to hit 10k before we even get 7 on Imperius. Doing a very good job as a solo laner. For the first 5 weeks of Heroes Lounge, his microphone didn't work. And that's not to say he couldn't hear anything. He could hear everything his team were saying in comms, but they would only get every second or third word from him. So he'd say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, I've just seen. Hey, careful, they're moving." And that's how they were playing. So putting him in solo lane seemed to be the the best place for him because they didn't need to coordinate too much with him. In comes the shish kebab. It's a swing and a miss. In comes the angelic ornaments. The chains come out from Netterbeck, but it is again another miss. Big stab on Mustard, but look at him taking it. In comes the light bomb. It's missed. In comes the stage dive now. Somebody's got to hit something here. The Twilight Dream comes out, but Hermit, you're falling very low. Is Tim going to get you? Oh, and he doesn't. But nobody told Einstein that. He's taking an absolute beating. Out comes the ripping and the tearing tire. It's on the chase. Tried to face melt it back. He's power sliding away. Oh, wow. That was hilarious. Okay, so nobody died and everybody used everything. Out comes the chain. See you, Tassadar. Full combo. Power slide over your face. You're out of here. Swinging hammers to try and push them back, says Einstein. Perhaps overcommitted just a slight bit. Don't misunderestimate the moulding enemy. Because they'll take... You afford them an inch, they'll take a mile. And that's what's just happened here in that case. Netterbeck and the boys moving in to take the fire bat camp here in the bottom left hand corner. They're posturing for boss. Perhaps they didn't see the last map played by the MALD boys. Don't let Gabriel see you do that, especially with a light bomb. Could be horrendous. Punish him though. Shish kebab, yeah, that's right. In comes the roots, out comes the chains. He can afford it. He's got his angelic ornaments. He takes it like a champ. Out comes big damage. In comes the chains. Yeah, you gotta be careful inside a small space like that because they will make the most of it. Here comes the fight. Light bomb. Huge execution. They get Imperious. Out comes more. Ripping and tearing tire. Trying to get damage, but it's too late. The team have already had 2 deaths. Mustard's looking for 3. Eats a swing, a hit, and a kill. Gabriel stage dives, but where's he going? To get Einstein! Out comes the... He doesn't even need the face melt. They get the kill. They're taking keep at this point. There's nothing that can stop them. Junkrat just gets to be the combat photographer that witnesses that demolition. And that is both beacons now channeled. 50% and rising. This is going to be the 3rd objective of the game, and it's going to crush through top lane. It's well, I don't even know if that building will still be there by the time that the Zergwave is released. So, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to take the boss. They're starting that. And unfortunately for the Flamingoes, they may know it's happening, but is there anything they can do about it? That's too late. Hermit's now got to escape without dying, because that would just be devastating for his team. Can they make this defense? That's the question of the hour. You've got this Zergwave to deal with, but you can't step up too far because Gabriel's going to punish you for it. The Iron Skin's dropped. They were just waiting for it to go, so then they could drop the chains, and they get the kill. Johanna has been murdered. Mustard looking for a flank. Ripping in the tearing tire. Detonate. Okay, they get some good value there. They got rid of a reasonable selection of Zerg, but you do still have that boss, and he's a very beefy boy as well, and that keep is already at half health. That's the problem. Nobody told Gabriel because he's stage diving into the back line, looking to try and create some space to get some opportunity. Mustard's half dead, but he's still got, there you go, the Argent Defender now being deployed to bring him back up to a good position of health. That boss still dangerously high in health. And now you've lost 2 members of your team. What can you do? Come on. I believe in you. That's the shield rapidly falling on that core. It's going to go. We're starting to see the percentage drop now. Mustard going low, but not enough. Insider's now going to be the first to die. 60% and falling. Is it going to be a full team wipe? It could have been, but Einstein made it out. It's game number 1, and it's GG. Wow. Wow. Well, there was a couple of moments there where I thought, hey, the Russians are looking good. They are looking good, and it showed in the chat with people already requesting, hey, can I get a refund? And then it's changing their mind and saying, in fact, actually, can I add more points to my bet? That was 15 takedowns to 2. Quite a grand slam being shown there in terms of the difference. But for the completionists at home, here is the talent that you may like to review for your own personal pleasure. But yeah, that was mental. Very impressive stuff indeed. Very impressive indeed. So let's get a look at how that shapes up with us at home. So of course, winner going over to MALD Level Rising, taking a 1-0 lead at this point in time. An advantage now goes over to the opponent, and they choose to take map pick rather than the first pick in draft, which, as Tetcher was pointing out, is, he says you should always take first pick, always. That's his view. But we're going over to Cursed Hollow. Cursed Hollow. That's going to be the map of choice there. So, Periton Hot, hello, welcome along. Right, so we're just getting ready to go into that game imminently, but what I have to do for you viewers at home first is issue the points. With 71% of the votes and 18,000 points in the pot, there you go. Huge change in the economy there now for our viewers at home. If you want to figure out how many points you have, remember, type !points in the chat. You'll be given a message and that'll tell you where we're at, and if you can acquire 10,000 you can get a free Steam game, or if you can, I think it's 12,000, you can request Tetcher to cast anything you want, basically. Backyard wrestling, car commentary of your car at home, cats and dogs, whatever you want, really. He'll do it for 12,000 points from the Tricksters here on Halloween Heroes. So if you're just joining us, this is European Heroes Lounge. It's Division 3, which, as we've been discovering over this season, is technically the real Division 1. It's been a lot more competitive, a lot more serious, and very entertaining to stream for sure. So MALD Level Rising are currently in Division 3's first place. They are doing very well with, let me just give you the exact statistics. It's doing very well with 5 match wins, because this is round 6, you see, and they've got a map score of 8 with 10 map wins, 5 match wins, so they're doing very, very well. Their opponents tonight, the Flamingoes, are in 16th place, which I'm hugely surprised by because of how well they just played at the opening half of that first match. It was very good indeed. And they do have a few masters there and some very premier names in casting world and things like that, so it's a good game. Anyway, it's my goal to have Tetcher request my 7th grade hot dog eating contest. Oh my gosh, yes. If you, here, Leotan, if you can get the 12,000 points and put them in and give us a digital version of that video, 100% you will get that. 100%, and we'll put it up on YouTube. We'll put it on Twitch. We'll put it on this channel if you want. That is an absolutely fantastic effort. Your 7th grade hot dog eating contest. I'm going to tell them about that next week. That is fantastic. Hoplita Esports, welcome along to the channel. It's good to see you guys there. Hoplita, for anyone that's unaware, is a Spanish Division 1 esports organisation that have done very well. Jabroni and I have cast a number of their matches. They competed in either the 3rd or 4th All Hallows Cup tournament, and they were in, I think they did Division S. They did a variety of they competed in Masters Clash Community Series. I think they tried to get into the finals of the Masters Clash, but didn't quite make it because, of course, there's some incredible we've got some incredible talent there. Hang on one second. There appears to be some changing going on here with the teams. There may be some drama. Hang on. I can't tell if they're joking. Let me just see what's going on here. Insider saying they're kicking VN Dima. But I think they're joking. I think they are joking. So Greffin saying, I do have this 7-hour-long chess game. Maybe I should get that casted. Greffin, if you get 12,000 points and redeem them in the store, we'll do whatever. That's the thing. But I would say 7 hours is perhaps outside of the realm of reasonable. I think. Oh God, it's done it again. Hang on. There we go. I think what we were going for was something like maybe 4-hour limit. But because it's like a best of 3 series or something like that we're kind of looking at for. But a 7-hour chess game would perhaps be, would probably ask you to redeem 2 tickets for that. I like. 24,000 points probably, but we'll see what happens. Hey, if you're joining us, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2 of our best of 3 series here, featuring MALD Level Rising and the Pink Flamingos of what I can assume is a Russian team. I don't know for sure, but the contest is now live in the Twitch chat. So if you think the boys in blue here on the left are just going to kick him out with a clean sheet 2-0 on this map, then you want to type !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think our Pink Flamingos are able to stand on one leg and still execute an excellent maneuver and take the game number 2 and push us into a third game in the series, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. And I have incorrectly, despite literally just saying it, put the wrong thing in the chat. There you go. So I've put 2,500 points on the Flamingos taking this. What do we see in the draft? Well, I'm seeing Tassadar being banned because he was getting some good value. I think it was the walls that they were scared of. You know, I think that was probably the thing for the boys there. Oh no, that's way too dark. Put the light back on. Gabriel's ETC has been banned, and we've seen Amethyr being banned and Deafening being banned. So standard ban so far. Sonic, despite Stukov being open, has opted to go for Rhaegar. Now he's a big fan of Rhaegar because, of course, Bloodlust is very powerful, but personally, I haven't seen Sonic play a lot of it. In fact, this may be the first time I've seen Sonic play Rhaegar in a competitive environment, and the first time I've seen him play it in a personal environment in years. So this will be interesting for sure, but I mean, he's got huge value with that Bloodlust right now, so we'll see what happens. On the right hand side with the Flamingos, we're seeing Sylvanas get picked up. It's a good map for Sylvanas. Tyrael has made it through. So, assuming that we go Sanctification, that could be very powerful for the AoE attacks coming from Orphea, who's just been selected. So we'll see how this goes. Timmers has picked up Greymane this time. He's not playing Jimmy this time. He's picked up Greymane, which will be good paired with Rhaegar. So we'll see how that rolls out. Jabroni's got coming up to 2,000 there. He's ranked 56. That's what he's saying in the chat. I saw some questions from other people in the audience. What were they saying? Why can't you bet more than 10,000? Well, that is the limit. I may need to raise that soon, but there aren't many people that have 10,000 points, so that's possibly why. Welcome along, Shelderpock. Nice to see you here in the chat. Hope you come back sometime. I don't think I've seen you around, but welcome along anyway. So Garrosh, the guy with the biggest biceps in the Nexus, has in fact been banned. Still waiting to see a tank come up here. On the MALD side, so we'll see what they go with. Malfurion's been picked up again by Viendima. Now, Viendima was getting some good roots on Netterbeck. Good roots, and that risk and that threat is still ever present. So that's fine. Lunara, consistent damage that Hermit's playing. Hermit, though, I think he was the solo laner last game. So he's going to be solo laning with Lunara, is he? Shelderpock, thanks for following. You've just been awarded 10 points. You can use them in the contest, which is still open for another 6.5 minutes. Okay, so the question of the hour is Lunara a big enough threat for Gabriel to push Anubarak back? And is Lunara a big enough threat to win solo lane against Thrall? Sneaky Chief 66, thanks for following. Cheers, welcome along. Alright, so that's the question of the hour. That is the question of the hour. What are they going to answer that with? Probius! Oh man, 80% of the votes currently sliding on the popularity of MALD and 20% on Flamingos. Wow, guys, I really hope they're not trolling. I really hope they've got a strategy and that something serious is about to happen here, because I would love it. I would genuinely, hand on heart, love to see the pink Flamingos take the MALD guys here. It would be really exciting to see. Thank you very much for following Roach for Hires there. It's nice to see it, and well, enjoy your points. Yeah, so that is a horrible draft. Right, because typically I don't. And Yena Black, welcome. Thanks for following. It's really nice, cool to see you, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Right, so I need to discuss this. The thing is, that heavily lacking frontline, and there is a lot of frontline from MALD. So MALD have got Rhaegar, Thrall, Anubarak, Greymane. All 4 of them are up in your face. 2 of them are literally wolves jumping on you. One can burrow under the ground and appear at your feet, and Thrall throws a wolf out, so it's a team of wolves coming at you here. The other side, they've got Tyrael, and everybody else needs to run. Everybody. That's going to be hard. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we perhaps are about to be schooled by the most exciting counterattack in history here on the side of Pink Flamingos. Let's hope that's the case. Welcome along. It's game number 2 of our best of 3 here. On the right, it's the Flamingos. You know them, you love them. It's VN Dima from the Aegon League, this time playing Malfurion, Hermit, previously solo laner, now playing as Lunara. We've got Einstein, tank in the front as Tyrael. We've got Insider playing the Forsaken Lady, Sylvanas. There you go. And in top lane, who could forget Legion Green playing a really colourful Probius. But their challengers currently in the lead, you know them, you love them. It's MALD level rising, the team that gets so mad at each other and so mad at everyone and life itself that they are all going bald. Therefore, their MALD level is rising. And we've got Timmers playing Greymane. We've got Sonic, the party boy, playing Rhaegar for the first time, perhaps, in history. Not being noticed by Einstein there. That was brilliant. Netterbeck playing Orphea. We're going to see a kill. Are we going to see a kill? Gabriel playing Anubarak. I'm still going to get the names out, even though there's a fight. And Thrall being played by Mustard. There you go. Okay, so it's all happening in bottom lane, perhaps because they were doing a cheese for the tower. That was what was going on there. Can we get a zoom on that Probius skin? Right, I'll do that very quickly because I need to go into the draft. Look at this. It's a very cool skin, isn't it? Colourful stuff, colourful stuff. Alrighty then, so let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Echo the Elements for Thrall, because he's not planning on doing 4-man stuff, so he's not going to pick up Crash Lightning. We've got the Wolf. Who needs a Colossal Totem when you can increase your movement speed and be all over the map and get more bites in? It literally gives you more bites, more damage, and you can go Hunger of the Wolf and just heal yourself up with it. So there's a lot going on there. The more popular statistically talent of Might of the Banshee Queen. Nobody seems to take the quest anymore. Not anybody, no how. Everybody takes that. We've got Regrowth, a man after. Oh no, it's not Rejuvenation. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. I keep calling it Regrowth, but it is Rejuvenation. Sorry, it's the same thing. Most Div 1 and serious Div 3 players that I've seen so far have been taking Celestial Alignment at 1. I personally, because I feel under threat and take a lot of damage when I'm playing Malfurion, often take this talent as well, Rejuvenation. I get value out of it. But statistically, I've been seeing the pro players, or at least the Master, Grandmaster levels, taking Celestial Alignment. Anyway, it's very much choose to play the map and draft that you're against kind of situation, so that's what's going on. There's Vengeful Roots again, no deep roots here for us, but look at this aggression. This is very aggressive posturing to try and get a big attack here from the side of MALD. And Probius is feeling under threat. He's got camps, Mustard's looking at him and stuff. Let's see how they deal with this. But good play from the Pink Flamingos already by getting their camp to... I feel like they timed that a wee bit better. It's going to push in now whilst they're able to get into position for the objective. So no, this was good. I kind of rate this. But Gabriel's saying, look, dive to Sylvanas. Now, go. Sonic dives in. He's in a bit deep. He's dropping his Healy Boy. Healing Totem, that's the word. I did a Jabroni reference there and just called it something boy. If you don't know the name of it, just call it whatever it is plus boy at the end and you'll get it right. Wolfy Boy, Towery Boy, anything. Works with everything. Now this is the value of Probius. He's very defensive. Okay, so this is an education for me too here. Oh, but Probius! Ah! Okay, alright. And that's the dive. That's that frontline threat that I was talking to you about. Oh, I was hoping they had a strategy there, but no, he was just deleted. Oh my gosh, that was a massacre. We don't even have heroics yet. He was literally chewed off the map. Wow. Okay, that's level 7's coming in. Wow. I'm literally reeling from that. That was horrendous. Literally just chewed off the map by 2 wolves. Potentially 3 if Thrall threw his out. Cleanse coming in for Rhaegar, no surprise. Ancestral Wrath keeping Thrall topped up. Subterranean Shield to allow him to go in a bit deeper, because he's not lacking any damage or anything. He doesn't need that. Gabriel's not the damage. He's in to hold everyone in position or out of position. Yeah, so Jaina Black, you're saying in the chat there, obviously because of the delay of the competitive esports, you know, you can't have it live. You're saying that's the value of Probius. Oh no, but now you followed it with and dies too fast. Yes. Oh. I mean, he's a slithery snake. He can get out of dodge pretty quick with his Z, you know, but that's a bit... Oh, wow. They're actually slowly getting good value out of the black arrows from inside her. But there's that CC that I was just talking about with Gabriel, and removes Sylvanas. And he's pausing. They must have a bit of lag going on there. We've had a lot of lag and Blizzard latency recently with various things. So... we'll see what happens. Oh, Gabriel's disconnected on Discord, apparently. That's what's happened there. Probius. Beep boop. Orphea. No. Solid phonetic chat from Twitch there. Softbert giving us the audio commentary for our visually impaired users. It's Probius. Beep boop. Orphea. Blah, 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 blah. To be fair, I think Greymane would be the... I think Orphea's more the chomp, so it's like... I sounded more like a choke. Okay, so contest is now over, and we've got 17,500 points in the pot this time. 80% of the votes in favour of MALD at the moment, and it's 20% for Pink Flamingos. I'm rooting for the Flamingos, I really am. I'm hoping that they... oh, is the stream running at minus 10 frames per second for everyone? Oh, is something going on with the stream? Well, maybe everyone's being affected. Hold on, let me see if there's something I can do for that, guys. Yes, let me see if I can do something for you guys. Hold on. Is the stream still heavily affected? Right, hold on. Oh, crikey. Right, I think there is a quick way I can do this. Hold on. Right. I have a quick way I can do this. If that game starts, somebody shout at me. Okay. I'm gonna fix my internet. Right, boof. It would appear that several users were using stuff, and I have just kicked them all off. There's going to be some upset people now, I tell you. Alright, and now that I've kicked them all off, you're all reporting, yes, things are better. So there we go. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Halloween. This is European Heroes Lounge. It is Division 3. We're having a slight pause at the moment because of a technical situation. It's game number 2 of our best of 3. MALD, Level Rising on the left, are currently in the lead, and we're into game number 2. It's Cursed Hollow. It looks like we're about to start again, so let me take you back to the game. Someone shout at me if the game starts. Don't mind your 30-second delay. Leotan, you silly mongrel. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're back in the room. Alright, so... Oh, wait, I'm clicking on the wrong thing again. Right, so... Where are we? Well, the red team are a person down. It's 2 takedowns to 0. And there is now a 2-level difference. They're going for their boss. It's a boss play. Has it been sniffed out by Probius? I don't think he's told his team, so his team are going to be unaware, and they're potentially going to lose their boss in top lane as well. That is the real problem here. That's going to be a real threat for them. That's bottom boss, and that's a real problem. Because that's the lane they're fighting in now, so he's going to potentially take that healing fountain from them, whilst they're fighting against... They're going to have to give it. I'm a trickster, sir, not a mongrel. Haha! Good shout, good shout. That's level 10s coming in. We've got the Hungering Jaws. We've got the Bloodlust. We've got the Cocoon. We've got the Go for the Throat. And already apparently deployed is the Sundering from Thrall. So they're going to take a curse straight to the face with a boss pushing down bottom lane. This is bad news bears. They're bad news bears. They're the like the bears that are handing out court judgments to people. Hello, is your name Flamingoes? You've just been served. I'm a bad news bear. They need those level 10s. They need them like yesterday.
Has destroyed a fort.
Flamingoes, what can you do? I believe in you. I believe this defense is going to be very difficult, especially with that keep being under threat now. I think the best case scenario for them is that... Wow, Probius has died very early there. I was going to say the best case scenario is they're obviously not going for their boss. So, oh, their primary DPS has been taken off the board. Level 10 still not there. They need that sanctification available for Einstein, because he's already dropped his shields as best he can. Here it comes.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Okay, so they've lost all their forts,
Blue team
but they kept their keeps. This is good. We've got the Wailing Arrow, we've got the Sanctification, we've got the Leaping Strike, we have the Twilight Dream, and what's Probius going to give us? Is he going to give us that horrendous gate? Give us the horrendous gate. Make this shit show even more bizarre. I love DAP. Welcome along. Cheers for becoming a trickster. Welcome to the stream, this Halloween Heroes. He took the horrendous gate. What's it called? Null Gate. There you go. Okay. Okay. Now, to be fair, they are playing a defensive strategy with Probius. So this, I mean, I'm going to learn a lot from this player. There's the Null Gate. Now look at how slow that made Timmers. Okay. They're gonna take this boss right. Is there anything they can do? Gabriel's deployed the Coon a little too early. So, can they do this? Can they defend the boss? Come on, boys, I love it. It's an all for nothing. Come on. Come on. They've got the Sanct. They've got the Sanct. The Crushing Jaws go for Probius. They don't get the kill. They've deployed their shield. Einstein trying to get into position. He needs to drop the Sanct. He didn't drop it. Are they going to get counter kills, though? They get... Oh, a good shield comes out, but Hermit's on Netterbeck. They get two. They get two for Tuesdays here. Gabriel's going to get the boss. Oh, what a stun. What a stun. He stopped him just at the last second here. Sonic's going very low. He goes down. It's 3 for Tuesdays. Tyrael's back alive. He's looking for something, but the Mustard's now lost. They can chase Gabriel to the end of the earth if Lunara gets in shouting range. She's got the leaping... No, she doesn't. He burrows out. Gabriel makes it out. Was a 4 for nothing, but steal the boss better. I think it probably, at this stage in the game, probably wasn't what they wanted. Because the catch-up mechanics work heavily in favour of the Pink Flamingos here. That was exciting. It could have went better. I feel like the Pink Flamingos could have maybe got that boss. That was exciting though, all the same. And look at that holy ground that he's... Holy ground. Create a ring for 3 seconds. Einstein could have done it. Got in, deployed the Sanct, and dropped it early. You could have done it, buddy. You could have had that boss. You'll get the next one. You'll get the next one. I really, you know, I feel for them. They're diving in. Einstein, maybe a bit too early with that holy ground there, fella. He's deployed the shields. He's now in a place that he doesn't want to be, like the back of a Volkswagen. Oh no, he's dropped the Null Gate for you. Go that way. You've went the wrong way. Oh, but he's got an excellent save from VNDIMA. I can't say her name quickly. It's just a horrendous name to pronounce fast. Okay, they take the boss. They take the camp. This siege camp. My only job is to articulate English fluently, and I can't do it. Let them walk into the black holes. Come on. There you go. There you go. Okay, so it's level 15 to 13. We are a stone's throw away from a talent difference here. This is going to get arguably more difficult or better as the experience rolls out. Einstein looking for something. Wisp revealing 2 of them. They've decided to back off. Okay, it's 1 for 0, so they can afford to give this in favour of just soaking if they want. I think that's probably the smart idea. I think that's what they're going to do. Mustard looking for a route. Netterbeck looking to follow up very quickly with it. They don't have another front line. That's why they're having such a huge problem with the solo lane and engaging. I can't wait for Probius to be recycled. He is just such a shit hero, says Fizz in the chat there. Boss steal underway. It's level 16 to 14. They've got the null gate. Oh, but they're backing out. Make use of it. Make use of everything you've got, Probius. Do things. Einstein, you've got holy ground. You've got sanctification. Don't play it too late this time. It's never too early as long as you're still alive. Oh my gosh! It happened again! Oh! There's no such thing as too early, Einstein. You've dropped it too late. Your team's dead again. Netterbeck, get in there. Get in there. There goes Lunara. Oh, there goes 3. They don't have enough frontliners called by the audience, and it's just been displayed there because it's everything in the team fight hinges on that Tyrael. And unfortunately, Gabriel's sitting waiting perfectly, going, I don't cocoon yet. I don't cocoon yet. Right, boss is low enough. Cocoon now. And he got it in perfectly, denying him his teleportation and Sanct and got holy ground. He knew what he was doing, executed perfectly, and that's why MALD Level Rising currently are in top place of Division 3. There's the root, that's the triple wolf that I was talking about. I said it in the draft, guys. I mean, in fairness to the Russians, they're getting excellent damage out, their team fighting well, they just don't have enough background. And thank you very much for following. I love Big Willie. That's 4 deaths. It's enemy team dominated. Its second game is GG. Wow. Oh. Yeah, I mean that's very difficult. I see what you're saying there, Roach for Hires. You back off because they walk at you 14 to 16. I get it, and then they go in after. The problem is that they just couldn't allow the boss to be taken because MALD weren't going to let it reset. MALD wasn't going to let it reset. Sliz, welcome. Thanks for following. It's good to have you here. That was a dramatic 13 to 5 takedown ratio there. Gabriel, amazingly, not even dying once. He could have at one point, but he had the burrow and got away from Hermit just by the skin of his teeth. In the nick of time, as they say. This is the talents that we were seeing there being deployed. It was a Bloodlust comp. No surprise there. That seems to be the kind of meta that we're seeing at this point in time. So, of course, that takes us over to our overview. And for the completionists out there that like to see that, there we go. Amazing. Amazing. That's a 2 for nothing clean sheet for Level Rising. So very good play by them. GG's all round. But hey, for you, the viewer at home, let me click this button and issue your points. 17.456 thousand points on the board was deployed there, and they've now just been issued. So that was 80% of the vote in favour of MALD, and very good plays indeed. Periton Hot saying lost in the draft. Greffin following that with lost heavily in the draft. A lot of people kind of agreeing with that, unfortunately. But I mean, you know, I thought maybe they had something with the Probius, some sort of crazy strategy. But unfortunately, as many feel, they just didn't have enough of a front line to compete. They needed just one more person to back Tyrael, and then they could have utilised the utility of that holy ground just a bit more. Or deployed Sanctification earlier, because there was 2 team fights where he desperately needed to drop it, but he was dropping it after people died or after he was already CC. If he dropped it before Gabriel through the cocoon, he wouldn't have been cocooned. GG, you know what I mean? So let's see what happens. Anyway, for those of you that are acquiring points in the chat, remember, if you make it as far as 10,000, you can redeem from the Stream Element store down below, or find the link to the Stream Element store and get a free global key for a Steam game. Or, of course, if you get to 12,000, you can cash it in for Tetcher and myself to provide audio commentary or professional casting for anything that you want. A Heroes Lounge game, a Heroes of the Storm custom match between you and your pals, or backyard wrestling, someone playing piano, or as somebody suggested, their 7th grade hot dog eating contest, as I believe it was said. MALD doing a speed run of Division 3. Says Jabroni Bro. Wow, excellent stuff, excellent stuff. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got time for. So what I'm going to do is pass you over to one of my friendly streams here. So I'm going to put you over to DNA Galaxy. Say hi to him for me, and that'll be grand. So say hi to DNA Galaxy. You're going over there, and I'll be back. When will I be back? I might be back tomorrow. I'll need to see what Tetcher's saying, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, everybody, thanks very much for joining me. We'll see you around in the Nexus.